Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1470, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What revolution involved Pancho Villa and Francisco Madero? The Mexican Revolution. Which literary work's title character is named Michael Henchard? The Mayor of Casterbridge. What are the small bones that make up a backbone called? Vertebrae. Who is Freakazoid? Dexter Douglas. Who said a state of society where men may not speak their minds cannot long endure? Winston Churchill. What cartoonist created the bearded guru named Mr. Natural? R. Crumb. Who directed both Frankenstein and The Invisible Man? James Whale. What team won the 2011 NBA championship? Dallas Mavericks. What city is home to the Oriental Pearl Tower? Shanghai. Which literary work's title character is named Henry Higgins? Pygmalion. Which American comedian was born Benjamin Kubelski? Jack Benny. What name is given to Britain's policy of avoiding strict enforcement of parliamentary laws on early American colonies? Salutary neglect. Because of his butterfly tattoo, what was Henri Charrier's nickname at Devil's Island Prison? Papillon. Which U.S. president on Mount Rushmore has a mustache? Theodore Roosevelt. Whose sidekick was named Willie Garvin? Modesty Blaze. What is the first rule in the movie Fight Club? You don't talk about Fight Club. Is the cucumber a fruit or a vegetable? Fruit. The city of Chicago lies in which state? Answer Illinois. In what book was spy James Bond introduced? Answer: Casino Royale. It was written in 1953. Ian Fleming's British espionage books quickly gained popularity, and he wrote 11 more. What is it that turns red litmus paper blue? Basic solution. Nick Carter was a member of which boy band? Backstreet Boys. In which country did the cheese Emmental originate? Switzerland. Vultures gathering on the side of the road, feeding on a carcass, are called what? Answer. Vulture groups have different terms depending on their behavior. When they are feeding on a carcass, they are called a wake. How many people, military and civilians, in the Soviet Union died from World War II? Answer. Approximately 27 million people died as a result of the war, which represented 15% of the population of the country. What sports lingo uses the term mulligan? Golf. In which two European countries can you hear residents speaking Basque? France and Spain. The strength of prescription eyeglasses is measured in what unit? Diopters. Which U.S. president lived in the Hermitage? Andrew Jackson. What is the capital of Philippines? Manila. What musical is based on the play Pygmalion? My Fair Lady. In distance measuring, what does AU stand for? Answer: astronomical unit. Which constellation appears on Australia's flag? The Southern Cross. In the TV show Family Guy, which Griffin family member is Brian obsessed with? Lois? What period began in Italy in 1325, which was known for its contribution to the arts? Renaissance. Sapporo beer was first brewed in which country? Japan. What prospector is cremated in poet Robert Service's most famous ballad? Sam McGee? In the Bourne film series, what is Jason Bourne's real name? David Webb. Who was the first American astronaut to orbit the Earth, circling it 3 times in 1962? John Glenn. What party game involves a shifting shortage of seats? Musical chairs. What author created the character of Tom Swift? Victor Appleton. What was Albert Einstein's first job after graduating from Zurich Polytechnic? Patent clerk. What is the volcano near Tokyo, Japan called? Mount Fuji. In Arthurian legend, what was the name of King Arthur's magic sword? Excalibur. What is the name of the ship Darwin sailed on when he made his historic visit to the Galapagos Islands? HMS Beagle. Pony, shot, and jigger are all units to measure what? Spirits. What 2 countries share land borders with Tunisia? Algeria and Libya. What shape is the body of an Erlenmeyer flask? Conical. How many teeth does Bugs Bunny have? 2. The military training center of Fort Sill is located in which U.S. state? Oklahoma. Zagreb is the capital of what European country? Croatia. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.